Welcome to another episode of the INH show where we talk about geek culture, news, and lifestyle.
Looking very festive today, aren't we?
Yeah, right.
Getting into the Christmas spirit.
Apparently so.
Yeah. Well, before we get into that, we're back with another episode.
Yeah.
This is pretty big news, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's been out for a bit now, but we thought we'll have a bit of a chat about it. So we'll...
The Force Awakens.
Yeah, so Star Wars, the new, what is it, episode 7? New announcement, J.J. Abrams sort of... I don't know, how would you say it?
Well, I mean...
Film?
Yeah.
The continuation of the original trilogy?
It's pretty historic, isn't it? Because it's
is.
been, I don't know how many
It's been
years.
a while. Right.
Yeah, and it's fair to say that the last three left a pretty sour taste in most people's mouths. And many people think JJ's the guy to bring it back up. So
right.
We're going to watch the trailer, we're going to do our usual, and you'll follow along.
Let's check it out.
Now, I've actually seen the trailer. Normally, when we do these episodes, I watch it for the first time, and you're getting my reaction. But I've already seen this. You've seen it as well.
So have I, yeah.
Let's just get into it, because I've got things to say about this.
So let's talk it through while we're watching it. So you just hit
play.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Now, here we go. Thanks.
Alright, cool. Wait.
Alright, so we're getting the ominous voiceover.
Tatooine?
Well, presumably.
We all assume it's Tatooine.
Okay, now already that thing where the guy just pops up,
Yeah.
that annoys me, you know?
It doesn't feel good.
What are they trying to give us the storyline already? Now what is that?
Is it like the new R2 unit?
That's like something out of WALL-E.
So these are the new Stormtrooper suits. I reckon they look cool, but no, they look good. They're updated. I don't know about that. That speeder-looking box thing. X-Wings.
Okay, now this is cool. The X-Wings.
Very cool.
Seeing the X-Wings again.
We'll talk about this after. I need to talk about this.
That's cool.
It looks cool, but...
The first bit was cool, the second bit, I'm not sold on it.
Millennium Falcon. Yeah.
Now this is obviously the best bit, right?
It is.
It's the sound, it's the Millennium Falcon, it's the TIE Fighters.
Yeah. That's pretty much it, isn't it? Very short trailer. It's a teaser trailer.
This movie, is, a year away from us, right?
I believe so. So...
December 2015, there you go.
Yeah.
Alright, so there it is, The Force Awakens. In some ways, I'm impressed, because I thought that this teaser trailer was going to be a voiceover and maybe a still shot, and then we hear the music.
Right.
And then we see maybe an X-Wing or something. That's what I thought, because that already is restoring faith in people that we're going to go back to the original feel of things, rather than the prequels, which were very different in the way they felt, right?
Yep. So
I'm stunned that we get all of this, these scenes.
Keep in mind, I mean, look, I'm excited because it's Star Wars. I'm a bit worried that they're playing on the Star Wars franchise or the Star Wars name, but I do have a lot of questions about it. So I'm a bit mixed. I've got mixed feelings about it, right?
The things that we saw. Yeah. So, first thing is the Stormtrooper. Now, the funny thing is, I heard that there's been quite a bit of, not controversy, but people were talking about how, it's a black Stormtrooper. Because, the Stormtroopers, they're all the same...
The clones.
Yeah. I got no issue with that.
No, but look, you couldn't tell in the episodes 5 and 6, 4, 5, and 6,
Definitely.
You can't tell.
Because they do reference the Clone Wars. Yeah, right.
They reference the Clone Wars, but it could be just different humans by then.
Now, you quite like the design of the new armor, right?
I do. It's more sleek, I think. It looks cool.
How about that robot that we saw? What do you think of that? Because when I saw that, I was like, "What is this?"
It looked like a soccer ball to me.
It looked like it looked ridiculous.
Yeah.
You didn't like the robot in Interstellar, did you?
I hated the robot in Interstellar. It's stupid.
What about this? This is like a cartoon. I mean, what am I looking at?
It is.
What am I looking at? It's like
soccer ball with a head. It's a soccer ball with a head. I don't know.
And see, therein lies one of the problems I have with this movie. The charm of Star Wars, 4, 5, and 6, original trilogy, is that this is a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. So you can imagine that this technology is dated. It looks a little bit old.
Yep.
Now what they're doing is we have the technology to make things look believable, but we're trying to update them. We're trying to put a new spin on the old designs. I just think it looks a little bit rubbery. It just doesn't look good. which is the problem with, with episode 1, 2, and 3.
Yeah.
Well, there's lots of problems with it. But when you look at the designs, you can clearly see that they're trying to update them and use the technology. And when I say technology, I mean the way we can make films. They're using it to our advantage, and as a result, I think some of the designs, they get a little bit, it just doesn't work.
Right.
So some of the designs, so like the X-Wings, they look a little bit too sharp and too sleek for my liking.
As in the ones now?
The ones that we're seeing in this trailer.
Does it not look just the same as the original stuff to you?
I think in the original one, there's a certain charm about seeing how they were... Like, you could tell this is a guy in the 70s imagining what a cool futuristic space fighter would be.
Right, okay.
But you can't really have that sort of mentality when you're making a movie in 2014.
Right, okay.
So that gets a little bit lost.
Okay.
Lightsaber.
Okay, this one's a huge one for me. Lightsaber, wow, you see a lightsaber, awesome! Well, I'm hoping they'll have really good
scenes. The lightsaber is inherently cool.
So the hilt is what bothers me because it almost feels like a gimmick. And when I say gimmick, it's like Darth Maul's, what do you call it, the twin lightsaber? The dual saber.
Wait, did you not like that?
It's a gimmick. It is literally a gimmick.
I can't argue
great
with that.
about it. And this feels the same way. The problem I have with it, and I know it's a movie and you're supposed to use your imagination, but the hilt makes no sense to me because... Sure, you've got the normal lightsaber, right? And you've got the extra bits. It's impractical. I can see someone doing this and slicing their whole wrist off. Does that make sense? Like, the way you move it, and I don't know.
Well, I think the lightsaber itself is already dangerous,
But it's only, you're only looking at it like a traditional sword, right? It's just a blade. But having the hilt with lasers sticking out there, all you need to do is literally, let's say if it's crossing over here, all I have to do is this, and there goes my wrist.
Yeah, well, I'm not worried about
it's impractical to me.
I'm not worried about the practicality of it, but is this going to be seen in the movie? Like, do you think they're going to have a lightsaber fight, and then you're going to see the lightsaber, like, it blocks the... You're not trying to say...
I know what you're saying.
It's there for a reason, right? Do you think because when we saw the dual lightsaber, we saw him fighting two guys.
Yeah, it's like a bow staff.
Which was cool. It made sort of sense.
It's like a bow staff is basically how you used it, right? So...
Well, it didn't make sense in the context of, why are we going from that and then we are regressing to single lightsabers?
I don't know. But anyways...
I feel that they have to reinvent the lightsaber. They did this, as you said, it's a gimmick. They did it because the new trilogy, 1, 2, and 3, they reinvented the lightsaber with the dual lightsaber.
Right.
Now they're doing something different. They're having the hilt. I think it looks kind of silly. I think it's cool that you need to have the lightsaber somewhere in the movie.
Yep.
I was surprised they gave it to us in this trailer. I would have thought, when I saw this trailer, I thought, what would have been cooler? Give me like Wolverine claws as a lightsaber, or just give me something different.
Come on. You think you'll have to
or just give a lightsaber where like, it's in a different direction.
No, Ken, you have to have the lightsaber. You cannot be changing that around.
I would have had, someone
ridiculous.
could have a lightsaber, and then they're walking, they're about to fight, someone pops open the lightsaber, the next guy, he pops open like Wolverine claws. Something different. Not this silly hilt lightsaber, like...
You gotta keep it... The Star Wars, it's traditional. Well, it's known for its lightsaber. You have to keep it as close as you can to it. It's known. It's like the known weapon of choice. It is. Star Wars is known to be lightsabers.
I think Star Wars is known for more than that. Yes, the lightsaber is iconic,
no,
but already
weaponry it's the iconic weapon of the movie, of the franchise.
But
even the noise is it's
I don't argue with that, but this is a new movie. It's a new generation.
Right.
I think they need to, and obviously this is just one teaser trailer. They should offset it. Some guy will have that lightsaber, and then his rival or his the villain is going to have like a different sort of
well, actually,
weapon.
Let me ask you: Have you read any of the novels, the books from after the?
Nah, but isn't there discussion about what is in canon and fanon and what's like these? Have you?
I've got the storyline, the trilogy book straight after the episodes 4, 5, 6. The story that leads to it, and they still talk about lightsabers and Jedis and all that, and they're trying to keep that tradition and stuff like that. So it doesn't surprise me at all that they will have lightsabers, and I personally think they should keep it that way. I don't think they should be changing it around. That being said, I think it's silly to have it as a gimmick with these little hilt things. That's how I see it.
I just feel that they had to reinvent it in some way, and if they had to do that, there would have been more creative ways to do so. Again, we're basing this on one teaser trailer, and who knows? There may be more weapons that we'll see.
I'm sure there will be. I don't like... So, look, what I like about it is it's Star Wars. It's got me excited about it. It's got the X-Wing. It's got the Millennium Falcon, which is that iconic ship. all that sort of stuff. I think J.J. Abrams is going to do a great job with it. I know there's going to be a lot of...
I don't know about that.
Hold on. There's going to be a lot of fans, like hardcore fans, are going to be like, oh, no, he's reset, he's not going to like it. It's sort of like when he did the Star Trek sort of stuff and he's resetting the universe and stuff like that.
I think that Star Trek was... I think the first Star Trek was okay. Mm-hmm. The second one,
I liked both of them. I enjoyed it for what it is, right? So... for me, I think it's going to be the same thing with this one here. I'm going to enjoy it, but there's going to be a few gimmicks in there. I do have questions about the stormtrooper that popped up in the start. I have no idea who that is, to be honest.
Well, we have a lot of speculation. Obviously, we got a lot to look forward to.
Right.
I think playing the iconic music is a nice touch.
Yep.
You definitely needed to have that. There's going to be a crawl of text, obviously.
Yep.
My worry is that J.J. Abrams, now, I'm not one of his biggest fans. I think he's serviceable. But I just think his vision of Star Wars is completely different from the original trilogy.
Maybe he's trying to update it a little bit more.
He definitely is trying to update it by the looks of it, but I just don't know whether it's a good fit,
I think so.
Sometimes we talk about how Zack Snyder is not the right man to do a Superman movie, because when he puts his aesthetic onto it, it just looks a bit different. And I wonder whether J.J. Abrams would have the same effect on Star Wars, because it is...
Well, I personally think it's going to be an enjoyable movie. It'll be a fun movie.
Well, we're going to watch it, right? There's no argument about that.
Hands down. I'm just trying to think of what other topics I wanted to bring up, but I guess I don't have any more.
And one last thing before I wrap this up. We didn't see Han or Luke or anything. We didn't hear any of the lines.
Right, and
so they're saving it for later, like clearly.
And that's because, just to clearly say it again, it is a teaser trailer. It is not a full trailer.
But to me,
if I was a filmmaker, I would do the exact same thing.
I would not have done it.
I would have taken the one iconic, something that's iconic, throw it in there so everyone's like, whoa, what the hell, right? But still just have a teaser until I get the full trailer.
1 year out, over 1 year from when the movie's going to come out. Again, I'm quite impressed that they've given us so much. I would have thought they would have given us maybe the some of the scenery, some of the iconic shots. Maybe see part of the, yeah. And maybe see some of the, like, you see the two moons and everything. And then maybe you have Han Solo's, don't get cocky, kid. Just like an iconic line, and then play the music. That, to me, would have been a serviceable teaser trailer. But now, they're giving us maybe plot points, they're giving us lightsabers and,
I think it's okay.
Battles. Oh, and for something called Star Wars, there surely wasn't a lot of traveling in the stars. I mean, everything was in... What do you guys think about the teaser trailers to the new Star Wars movie? Have you washed out the bad taste of the new trilogy? Are you excited about it? Leave us a comment, let us know, and until next time, guys.
Guess we'll see you next time.
May the Force be with you.